with this situation of crisis, of human life loss, I want to agree about peace on our land. This is my only desire. Coming back to the question on G20, this will explain the sequence of my answers. World's biggest economies are facing as big challenges and conflicts they have to resolve. And these conflicts are going deeper, and the crises, like the food crisis, are growing. And I fear it might grow so that by autumn time, we may face a real crisis like the one we had with energy crisis in Europe recently. So I do hope that the G20 will be able, knowing the details of the situation, to find a solution out. Same goes about war. The war is in the center of Europe, and unfortunately, this war should really go down in history. And for that, we need every force united, joined. We need to join the forces of politicians, of diplomats, of world's biggest economies. Rather than supporting Russian Federation and its businesses, rather than continuing trading with them, we need to act until they stop their policy of aggression. And it's a question to the national power, national management. But still, the nation, the people also have to be responsible for the policy, the aggressive policy that the government wages. And I think G20 has to be able to put a stop in this sentence, supporting Ukraine.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to go to the next three questions. Question number one will be from Safina.
Перше питання від...
The first question will be from Safina, Milk Tea Alliance. She has, by the way, organized a online petition to end the war in Ukraine. It has 70,000 signatories in Indonesia so far. Secondly, from our parliamentarian, Roro Dia, one of a young politician who is also a climate activist, and she's from Golkar, and she's from Golkar Party, and she's from the Commission number 7. And the last question from Bambang Harimurti, one of the most prominent senior journalists in Indonesia, formerly of Tempo magazine. The first question for Safina.
Hello, Mr. President. I'm Safina Maulida from Milk Tea Alliance, pro-democracy, the biggest pro-democracy activist alliance in Asia region and beyond, and also part of Asia Democracy Network. In March 2022, we held protests in front of Russia embassy, demanding of Vladimir Putin to immediately stop the war and aggression, and to stop the notorious threats of human being in this 21st century, the threats of nukes. And the months after, like Pak Dino said, we published international petitions to demand President Vladimir Putin with the same message as we bring at the protest, with 77,000 signed from all over the world, including Indonesian people. So many things I want to ask, but the most haunt me every day, and all of us, is your winning chance. Today is the 93 day since Russia started to occupy Donetsk and Luhansk. And we really want to know your expected end game for this. And since the attention of the world and all the resources had directed to help Ukraine, thank you, Mr. President, in solidarity to the people of Ukraine.
Thank you. Dia Roro, you're next.
Thank you for the opportunity My name is Dia Roro Esti, Member of Parliament from Indonesia, from the Golkar Party. As mentioned before, President Zelensky, we express our condolences to your people. And as expressed by President Jokowi, we hope that this war can end soon, and also hope for your participation at the G20 summit. I understand that the war has caused massive migration to occur. People have lost their families and their homes, which has placed a lot of stress amongst the Ukrainian people. And so my question to you is, how are Ukrainians on a communal level supporting one another psychologically throughout this very difficult time? Thank you.
Thank you. And the third question from Bambang Harimurti, who is joining us from Bali, Indonesia. By the way, who has been open to foreign tourists. Yeah.
Can you repeat the second question, please?
Yeah. Can you repeat the second question?
Okay, sure. Thank you. If I can express the second question again. So my name is Dia Roro Esti. I'm a member of parliament from Indonesia from the Golkar Party. President Zelensky, we express our condolences to your people. As expressed by President Jokowi, we hope that this war can end soon, and also hope for your participation in the G20 summit coming soon. And I understand that the war has caused massive migration to occur. People have lost their homes, their families, you know, and this has placed a lot of stress amongst the Ukrainian people. And my question is, how are Ukrainians on a communal level supporting one another psychologically throughout this very tough time? Thank you.
Thank you. Bambang Harimurti from Bali.
Thank you, Pak Dino Jalal. President Zelensky, I am a journalist, and I noted with grief that at least 14 journalists and media workers have been killed in the line of duty since the invasion of your country this year, the ultimate prize. What do you think we should do to ensure that their professional sacrifices are meaningful and not in vain? A few months ago, after I wrote my editorial, I feel that our government not reacting fast enough. I went to stage a rally in front of the Russian embassy in Jakarta, sending a flower saying, President Putin, please bring back your troop home safely as soon as possible. But I feel there should be more we can do. What do you think? What we should do, President? Thank you.
President Zelensky, thank you.
I would like to thank you, first of all. You know that I would like to thank you and support you in this issue for support of journalists and basically from all the mass media and all the workers in this field. They have done a lot. So I think that they haven't done less than the weapons themselves. And I think this is the most humane weapon of our modern world, journalism. I use this weapon myself. I want my voice to be heard through the mass media, through journalists. We managed to unite, and we united the world, and we united inside our country because we were losing what was our own. But it is very difficult always to unite the external forces, because from a distance it's difficult to detect all the features of this war. It's because of the journalists, their courage, their bravery, their work 24/7. 6,000 journalists were continuously working, journalists from different jurisdictions coming, staying in Kyiv at the hotels. I never saw anything of the kind. It was an empty capital at that time. Many civilians left, the military were fighting, and we had journalists populating the town, and they did their thing.